Hello, this is Neil McDermott. I'm doing a screencast on the Reports feature within the Scholastic Achievement Manager. The Reports tab is the blue one up here. If we click on that, we can see the features that are available for us within the Test Teacher Fast Math area. And we can see reports are available for us, Fast Math Next Generation, but also Scholastic Reading Counts. And that is because if we look at our roster, all 4 of our students have a license for Fast Math Next Generation, but one of the students, Teddy Roosevelt, has a license for Scholastic Reading Counts. So even though only one of your students has that license, it gives you the ability to generate reports for that one. Okay. If we generate reports for Scholastic Reading Counts, only Teddy Roosevelt's data will show up because the other students are not participating. But from within this area, we can generate an intervention grouping report for Fast Math Next Generation. We'll just pick for the last 30 days and run the report. And it'll give us a grouping report for the participants. We can see that in the highest level of fluence, Ronald Reagan is very fluent in the area of addition, 0 through 9. He is nearly fluent in subtraction, 0 through 12. And Teddy Roosevelt is showing a little bit of difficulty in the area of addition, 0 through 9. And he has less than 50% of his math facts are completed. If you notice that you do not see George Washington or Abraham Lincoln because they didn't do any work, they're just fictional characters. But as a teacher, this should set off alarms in your head if you do have a student in your class who is not appearing. Alright, if we can take a look at another report, we'll pop back. And the next major report for your whole class would be progress report. We'll pick for the last 30 days. And we run a report, and it'll just generate up, and it'll show all the students who have been participating in Scholastic Achievement Manager, and their progress appears to the right. Ronald Reagan is working on 2 different areas, addition and subtraction. Notice there's an asterisk next to there, and the asterisk means they completed the operation. So Ronald Reagan is done with addition, 0 through 9, and the classroom teacher has moved Ronald Reagan into the next operation of subtraction. And it shows the dates when the operation started. So from March 4th, he started addition, and on March 9th, the teacher chose to move the student to subtraction. And Ronald's doing very well, making progress with his fast math. Average time is less than what was indicated, so we want to make sure that they are maintaining their time. And Ronald Reagan's getting on 4 times a week when he was doing addition, and 3 times a week when he is doing subtraction, so making good progress. Teddy Roosevelt has a red indicator, which means something is wrong, and the indicator indicates that the fast facts are less than 50% of the fast facts are indicated as fluent. And his last time on was 312. So this could be useful information for you. When you're looking at a whole class, if you see a whole lot of red indicators, it's usually that their fast facts are not at a sufficient level, or they are getting on less than 3 times per week. You can save this to your Scholastic Achievement Manager, or if you print preview, you can actually print out a paper copy and make it available. Now these are useful reports for looking at your whole class in one swoop. If you set up groups within your class, say you have a rotation activities going on within your class, you could have print out the reports just for your rotation group. Now this rotation group is presidents who appear on dollar bills. It's George Washington and it is Abraham Lincoln, but they have no data because they haven't been signing on. But if you had active students, you could print out reports just for your small groups. It might make it a little easier for you to analyze the data. Now what we can also do is we can go back and look at the whole class. We have all 4 of our students appearing here. If we click on an individual student, let's say I click on Ronald Reagan, and we get a different set of reports. When we get more specific in looking at a particular student, we get different reports available. We have fact fluency report, we have a lesson status report, and we have a response to intervention reports. So if I click on Fast Math Next Generation Fact Fluency, for his current operation, we can run the report. And we can see that on the current operation, which is subtraction 0 through 12, Ronald Reagan is making very good progress. You can see that the dark blue indicates mastery levels, and anything that is light blue indicates areas where they are practicing, and white indicates areas where their mastery has not appeared yet. So this is a very useful report. Now, from within this report, I can click on another student, and I can go straight to this report for another student, so I can see what Teddy Roosevelt's doing. Addition 0 through 9, making progress in level 1. We'll couple of gaps appearing there. Level 2, several gaps, and level 3 and 4, a lot of work to be done. So you get an idea for where Teddy Roosevelt is going. Now, if we go back up to show all reports, we can navigate back up and take a look at another report. Now, I'll select Ronald Reagan. For his student lesson status report for the last 30 days, we can run a report on that. And we can see that he started on 3-9, and he did the fact challenge and typing challenge. That was just setting a baseline for him. So he did those, but notice that it just says NA because it doesn't indicate what current facts they're studying. For subtraction 0 through 12, on this date, 3/16, we're looking at Ronald Reagan was working on these facts, 13 minus 2, 14 minus 2, etc., and you'll get an idea for what they're working on. And we can just click over to Teddy Roosevelt, and we can see the same thing. On 3-4, did the typing challenge, setting the baseline. On 3-5, working on 4 plus 0, 0 plus 9, 9 plus 0. This area experienced a little difficulty, and the difficulty is they took too long. He took 16.6 minutes, and anything that's longer than 15 minutes indicates that they're not achieving a level of mastery. They're taking too long with their facts. So these reports are extremely useful for you. And the final report that we can do for an individual student, and we'll pick Ronald Reagan because he's a little bit more, he's got more data in his Scholastic Achievement Manager. And we can run a report, and you can see what Ronald Reagan is showing in the area of his response to intervention report. He's performing very strongly. And if we compare that to what Teddy Roosevelt is doing, who's showing some struggles, we get some data that's useful for you as a classroom teacher. Okay. Now this is just an overview of some of the reports that you can generate, so you get an idea for how your students are performing. You can get an idea for how often they are signing on, and you can get an idea for what areas they're experiencing difficulty with, so you can provide support. If you have any questions, concerns, you can contact me. My email is nmcdermott@lynbrook.k12.ny.us. I look forward to hearing from you, and I hope you're having a good day.